Hello everyone and welcome to week 10 of Healthcare Signals That Matter. With me, Meghana Arun Pillai, powered by Intent.Health. This week, billion-dollar pharma deals accelerated. Obesity drug competition intensified. Regulators remained active with key FDA decisions. And innovation continued across cancer care and medical technology. Here are the healthcare signals that mattered. Signal 1 of the week. Pharma is doubling down on strategic acquisitions and partnerships. Major pharmaceutical companies continued investing aggressively in future growth. Novartis announced plans to acquire Myrix Bio for up to $1.5 billion to strengthen its next-generation cancer pipeline. AstraZeneca partnered with Sino Biopharma in a respiratory drug deal worth up to $5.3 billion, while private equity firm Warburg Pincus moved closer to acquiring rare disease specialist Pantherix Rare in a deal valued at nearly $7 billion. The signal: companies are investing heavily in external innovation to strengthen future drug pipelines. Signal 2 of the week. The obesity market continues to expand. Competition in obesity care continues to heat up.
Kylera reported positive late-stage results for its oral GLP-1 obesity drug, while obesity-focused biotech Calohexis confidentially filed for a US IPO, reflecting continued investor confidence in one of healthcare's fastest-growing markets.
The signal: the obesity treatment market is evolving beyond today's market leaders, with new therapies and new
entrant
accelerating competition. Signal 3 of the week. The FDA activity continues to shape healthcare. The FDA remained at the center of several important developments. The agency approved Sanofi's wearable injector for its blood cancer therapy, making treatment more convenient for its patients. It also proposed new rules to simplify registration requirements for certain drug manufacturers while declining approval of
Elevar's liver cancer combination therapy
because of manufacturing concerns. The signal: regulators continue balancing faster innovation with strict manufacturing and quality standards. Signal 4 of the week. Innovation is improving patient care. Several breakthroughs highlighted continued advances in medical innovation. Researchers reported that lung transplantation may offer a life-saving option for carefully selected patients with advanced lung cancer. A new hip implant design significantly reduced the risk of dislocation following replacement surgery, offering improved long-term outcomes for orthopedic patients. The signal: innovation isn't only about new medicines, it's also improving surgical outcomes and expanding treatment possibilities. Signal 5 of the week. Policy and legal developments continue to influence healthcare. Healthcare policy remained highly active this week. Obamacare insurers requested one of the largest premium increases in nearly a decade for 2027 plans. Courts also ruled on several healthcare disputes, including patient litigation between AstraZeneca and Pfizer and ongoing legal battles involving transgender healthcare policies. The signal:
legal decisions and reimbursement policies continue shaping healthcare access and business strategy.
Signal 6 of the week. Public health and trust remains in focus. The CDC confirmed that a US citizen in Congo tested positive for Ebola, but emphasized there is no risk to the American public. Meanwhile, concerns about long-term health risks continued as New York filed lawsuit against manufacturers over PFAS or forever chemicals, and new findings linked former NFL player Marshawn Lynch's death to chronic traumatic encephalopathy or CTE. The signal:
public health conversations increasingly extend beyond infectious diseases to include environmental health and long-term neurological conditions.
As we wrap up this week's edition of Healthcare Signals That Matter, one trend is becoming increasingly clear. Healthcare leaders are investing aggressively in future innovation while regulators continue modernizing oversight. At the same time, obesity care, oncology, digital health, and public health remains some of the industry's fastest moving areas. For healthcare businesses, success will depend not only on scientific breakthroughs but also on speed, regulatory readiness,
and the ability to adapt to a rapidly changing market.
Thank you for joining me for another edition of Healthcare Signals That Matter, powered by Intent.Health. I'm Meghana Arun Pillai. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week with more healthcare signals that matter.